we're live. We're live. He's giggling. He's waiting, isn't it? He's like, "What's going on,
Trying to
Emmanuel? What's going
compose
on?
himself. Trying to
Huh?
compose himself.
What's going on, Emmanuel? What's going on? Huh?
I'm alright. I'm
You
okay.
all
I'm
right?
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna introduce the show?
No.
I kept quiet. I was quiet all the way through that. Oh gosh, no, it's wicked. It's
Gosh.
wicked. We're back again, fellas.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
We're back, and brand new episode.
It's a brand new episode on a brand new day, a brand new month. The sun is
It
out.
is,
All
yeah,
of that.
pinch punch,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. So listen, folks, thanks for downloading the episode. This is episode 393.
393.
Don't leave it down to me.
Oh my! He's getting good at these, you know.
He's getting good.
He's getting good at these, you know.
Last week, this week, jeez.
These are very, very like punchy.
It's only because I'm fresh. That's all.
It's
That's
appropriate
it.
because we left the intro down to him, which he didn't want to do. So he actually said, "Don't leave it down to me." So it
Don't leave it
actually
down to
is
me.
very appropriate. So
So listen, look, folks, we're probably going to wrap. Well, this will probably get into about 45, 50 minutes. We'll try and do as like,
Yeah.
because obviously we got one movie, the main movie, the
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
movie, which is going to be Spider-Man Brand New Day. So stick around, for the next 45, 50 minutes. We're going to throw in some new stuff on streaming. There's some trailers that we're going to speak about, some really interesting ones there. We've got a decent anniversary corner movie. But listen, before all of that, let's get into the shout outs.
yeah, we've got one shout out this week. Is it one? Yes, one shout out this week, and it goes to Stefano96. So Stefano96, we had a nice little back and forth on TikTok. Go check him out on TikTok. He was talking about Doomsday. First, he was talking about how he didn't feel like Marvel had done some good work recently. Lots of letdowns with like She-Hulk and things like that. And basically, the casting of RDJ, he wasn't really that happy with, saying it didn't make sense. It should have been someone else and all that sort of thing. And definitely hear where he's coming from. Many people have said that. I think originally we were like, "What's going on? Why are they bringing
Why bring
RDJ
back
back?"
RDJ?
But the one thing
Special treatment.
maybe special treatment, and they know he's going to be a good actor and he's going to bring in money. So, but I think the one thing that I've got a faith in is that the Russo brothers. So forget all the cast and everything like that. The Russo brothers haven't let us down so far, in my opinion. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame have all been great films. So with that in mind, I hope and I've got faith that they are going to do a good job with Doomsday in December. So time will tell. So Stefano96 on TikTok. I hope that settles your concerns for now. Probably not, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And listen, look, watch. Let's see what happens. Come on the show,
Come on, let us know what you think.
Come on, let us know what you think. That would be kind of like the best thing. Brilliant. All right, and just remind everyone again, Deval, how can people become a shout out?
Yeah, so TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, Facebook, we're on all of those. So just give us a shout out, do a post, give us a message, like or whatever. Write us a review. We're on Spotify as well. We're on iTunes. Write us a review. That's the entry price to come on the show, actually. So if you want to come on the show, write a review and you'll get on the show. No questions asked. There you go.
Exactly, absolutely. All right, let's get into movie news. Let's speak about Alex Garland. Now, he's featured on our show numerous times. We watched, was it War? Was it
Yes,
he did
Warfare.
a recent Warfare? That was it. Really decent war movie, and did something really interesting with the kind of the actors. He actually had the input from the people who were part of that mission, right, Deval? If I can remember that one.
Yes, yeah. Actual
And it was the
veterans
audio as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, audio on that one. So he's in our movie news because obviously there's this team up with A24, and A24 obviously they're on a roll. So tell us about this.
Yeah, Elden Ring is a massive, massive game. More PC game than anything, but massive game from obviously a few years ago. Role-playing game, fantasy, a game directed and created by Hidetaka Miyazaki. Emmanuel will like that. I pronounced it right, I think, Emmanuel.
Right. Yeah, you did well.
And this game is being adapted into a live-action film that's going to be directed by, as you mentioned, Alex Garland, but also distributed by A24, which doesn't usually do these sorts of films,
Mm,
but this is something that's new for them, possibly. But what we've heard is that the principal photography has wrapped at the moment. So they've wrapped. The film is still due to be released in 2028. So they've got some time because these sorts of films, you can imagine, it's going to be crazy
imagine
amounts
the
of special
graphics,
effects.
CGI. Yeah.
Thank you. But Elden Ring is a massive IP. We've spoken about it so many times. We spoke about it with Andre Leonard last, a couple of weeks ago. He's done movies, he's done games. And we spoke about how the games, industry is so big, and if you can
Mm,
take a good game IP across to the movies, then you're winning. So
mm.
yeah, let's see what happens with this one.
Interesting, interesting stuff. I haven't. Have you guys ever played it? I've never played it.
Never.
I've not played it. No,
Never.
no.
I mean, I've heard of it. It is a mass. I know it's a big game. Just never played it. I don't think I was into that whole thing. But look, we'll see what happens with obviously the movie comes out.
Mm.
Let's speak about J.J. Abrahams because obviously this big sci-fi hero like director, influenced by Steven Spielberg. He's made some massive hits behind Lost. You know, Star Trek. He's
Star
done
Trek,
some
Star Wars as
Star
well,
Wars as well, massive
Force
big
Awakens, and the Rise of Skywalker. That's,
exactly.
yeah.
So, I mean, why is he in our news?
Yeah, because he's basically, well, I mean, you might as well call it a comeback, really, because when was the last time
Where
we
where has
saw
he
something
been?
from him? Yeah, it's
Mm,
like 11 years since the last movie he made. Um, yeah, like you mentioned, he was, he's creator of Lost, or director of Lost, Star Trek, Star Wars. And he's basically back in the news because his original sci-fi film, the Beyond, sorry, his original sci-fi film that's called The Great Beyond. Um, he seems to be following off from Nolan because
mm,
Nolan's basically come out with the Odyssey doing that 70 millimeter IMAX, and he's basically was looking to do the same. Um, but he's moved the date now. The film has now been moved 10 months forward, as in into the future.
okay.
So it's going to be releasing in October 27 now instead of November this year. Um, so there's no plot that has been detailed or is out there at the moment about the film. However, what he has mentioned in press release is that he wants to go back to his roots with film, and this film is going to be about like reconnecting with our sense of wonder. So
So
it's
kids, he might have kids in there.
it could be kids, it could be more curiosity. It could be some sort of I don't know, philosophical
Mm.
question, but I think it definitely will be still maybe sci-fi based as well
Yeah.
because from his
I hope.
track record.
I mean, I hope it's not another disclosure date. Emmanuel, did you see
I
disclosure
saw
day?
Disclosure.
Did you?
Mm.
Oh man, we had severe reservations about that movie. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
individual bits in there, but oh my days, Spielberg, man, missed the trick on that one. So yeah, look,
Yeah.
J.J. Abrahams, he's been on record and he said that Steven Spielberg was a big influence on him.
Definitely.
Well,
Movies like
when though?
E.T.
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
so he's kind of had that influence and making those Goonies movies, with the children were the
Did
focus
he
of the
make
movie.
Super 8? Was that him?
That
Super
was
8?
it. Super 8
Yeah, that was pretty much like a Spielberg movie, isn't it? Like a
movie.
sci-fi Goonies
Hmm.
kind of thing. This
Yeah,
film though,
yeah,
just looking at the cast list, some heavy hitters here. Samuel L. Jackson, you got Jenna
Yeah.
Ortega, you got
Yeah.
Glenn Powell,
yeah. He's on a
Sophie
wave at the moment.
Okonedo. Yeah, so you got some good actors there. So interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of
Yeah.
this one. So let's see what happens.
No, let's
Yeah.
see
Which
what
is why I
happens.
feel like he's going down the Nolan route as well.
Mm,
With the
70
big,
mil.
big, yeah, 70 mil IMAX and IMAX 70 mil release. Yeah.
Yeah,
mm.
interesting. All right, well, we'll keep folks posted on that one. Now, let's move into Avengers, well, X-Men territory. Let's move into Marvel kind of territory. Um, Tell us about casting rumors because it's always interesting because people obviously get the hump when they don't get casting right. They get really excited when a name gets mentioned. But what do we reckon? Because we know after this Avengers stuff ends,
Mm.
the MCU are gonna have to introduce their X-Men universe as well now within that Marvel universe. So what do we reckon, fellas? What's going on over here?
Well, obviously, s- spoilers. We're going to talk about it a bit later, but
Mm,
obviously, everyone knows now that Jean Grey is
yep,
in. She's in Spider-Man: A Brand New Day,
yep.
played by Sadie Sink from Stranger Things.
Mm.
So, how about the rest?
Mm,
Some of the casting rumors so far. We spoke a while ago about Adam Driver maybe being Magneto, but that could have changed. Who knows? We're going to talk about it now. So far, we've heard that Samara Weaving, who we saw in Ready or Not, she's going
yep.
to be Emma Frost. I can see that happening.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Indy Navarrete, who we recently saw in Obsession. We've seen her in previously Trap House, Lois and Clark before. She's going to be the new Mystique.
Mm.
Very versatile actress. We saw her going up and down in Obsession because
Oh
she
my
played different
days.
characters easily.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be seen. Kaylee Spaney, who we saw in Romulus, Alien Romulus, as well as other films as well. She's a really good actress. She's meant to be Rogue,
Mm.
so let's see if that happens.
Can she
Jamie
do the
Lawson,
accent?
can she do the southern accent? She's got to
Yeah.
be. There's
Mm,
got to be a good southern accent now.
hmm.
Jamie Lawson, who we've seen in some really good films: Sinners, The Batman, Running Man, Woman King. She's meant to be the new Storm.
Interesting.
The new
Mm.
Storm. Adam Driver. Now people are saying he's not going to be Magneto. More, he's going to be Mister Sinister.
Wow. That would be mad.
Mister
Seeing Mr.
Sinister.
Sinister.
Exactly. So, and also Charles Melton, who we've seen previously in Riverdale, Beef, quite recently.
Okay.
We saw him in Warfare, like you mentioned. Her Private Hell, which is a great film we're going to review soon. He's supposed to be the new Beast. So
Mm.
this cast, all of these people, most of them apart from I think Adam Driver, I think
Mm.
they're all under 30, or they're
New,
just
yeah.
touching 30, or so they're a young cast. This gives them a good 10 years to grow into their roles as the new
Yeah.
X-Men.
They
And
what are they
go-
gonna do? Like another Hugh Jackman when he first appeared, and then that cast,
Oh, you mean which cast? What do
the
you mean?
longevity, like
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah.
because
You need
Hugh
it.
Jackman, he's
Yeah,
been the most like the
oh man,
original, isn't
yeah,
from
he?
2000 all the way to
yeah,
2025 or whatever it is,
yeah.
24.
Yeah, exactly. So you need it, and I think some fresh actors that are not. I mean, a lot of these, I wouldn't say some of these, I wouldn't say are household names, even though they deserve to
Mm.
be, but they're not yet. So it gives them that room to wiggle and grow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
And what do we think about things like Haley Steinfeld as Hawk, her being the new, because remember they were trying to do like
oh,
Hawk
the
Girl,
new
they were trying
Hawkeye.
to do Captain Marvel, they were
Mm.
trying
Oh
to
yeah.
do a young Hulk Hogan, what was his name, it was Incredible Hulk son. Remember there was
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
there
yeah.
something
Yeah.
Sakar or
Scar,
something. Yeah.
I think that's,
I
I
think
feel
that's
like as if
scrapped.
that's just
I think
scrapped.
that's scrapped. All the
Put it under
sort of
the
2022, 2021, 2020, all those shows and all. I
They've
think that
moved on.
that is why Marvel's in this place now. They need to
mm,
go back to what the people want, rather
Mm.
yeah,
than just looking at a spreadsheet and what the research is saying, what the this is saying, and
the
what kind of
suits.
what can be ticking. Yeah, that's it's just all over the place. So give the people what they want.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, listen, look, we'll bring you more news on that. And listen, as the months, turn into years and all this stuff starts coming out, we'll be there, the three of us, kind of talking about all this and reviewing stuff. Now, let's get on to new on streaming. One for me, one big show, and I'm so glad it's back. I haven't seen this yet, so maybe Deval and Emmanuel, you've seen this, but this is one of my favorite shows in recent years. This is Lioness. And Devout, is this all the episodes in one go, or is it just like a week? Are they doing a weekly thing?
One at a time, baby. One at a time.
Savor it.
One at a time. But yeah, Lioness comes out. The first episode comes out on the 2nd of August on
Okay.
Sunday. So once a week it comes out. This show, Emmanuel, have you seen the show yet?
I haven't seen it. No.
Oh,
Emmanuel,
Emmanuel.
I will give you my Paramount Plus passwords,
Okay.
login.
You
Oh, he's
you
got
have
season one
to.
and two to watch.
Oh,
He's
you're
lucky.
so lucky.
Yeah, this show is so good. Taylor Sheridan, who we know
Yeah.
was involved in Sicario and all those great shows on
Mm,
Paramount. He just does old school sort of gangster stuff. No like prettiness. It's just
Yeah.
gritty. Lioness is such a good show. If you haven't watched it, everyone listening, stop, watch. Yeah, Zoe Saldana. It's got Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman's in it.
Yeah.
It's got blimmin'. What's his name from House of Cards? Doug. Oh,
Oh
Doug. If
man.
Doug's on your case, forget it. So yeah, this it's
So
got so
many
many other
twists
good
and
people. But
turns.
yeah, yeah,
So many twists and turns. And second season were, I thought, nah, they can't top the first season, but second season was
mm,
yeah.
just if not better than the
yeah,
first season. So
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
can't wait for this one.
I've still got a pit on my to
You
watch as
know,
well.
everyone keeps
Forget
talking
the
about
pit.
this.
Do this. Do this. Then do the pit
Then
another
Send
watch
it.
the
time.
pit.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
100
Okay,
percent watch
all
that one.
right.
Yeah.
Now the other one that's out on Paramount Plus, we don't speak that much about Paramount Plus, but it's great that we're doing this. By the way, is Primate. And hang on, Deval, if I can remember correctly, you reviewed this on the. This is about the clever. This is about the monkey who
The
goes on a
chimp,
rampage,
isn't
right?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, chimp on
Yeah.
a.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
said
gotta
it
watch
with that.
this.
He said it with that solemn like disappointment. Yeah.
This.
What is it? Not is it? Is it worth my time, Deval?
I couldn't stop laughing when you was talking about the mobile phone.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah, I kind of remember.
Yeah. I mean, we put shows on that's it's spectrum. Not everything's going to be
yeah,
Yeah.
great.
yeah,
This one
yeah.
was entertaining at some in parts. It was funny in parts. Some parts it was savage. So I remember one killing because remember you hear stories, yeah, of these
They got
chimpanzees and
power.
stuff. If
Yeah.
they get their hands on you and they're wild, they can brutalize you.
Mm.
Damage,
Like
man.
I've seen the aftermath of people that have survived and they're unrecognizable. And there was one
Mm,
death in this where I was shocked.
okay.
Mm.
Overall, the film isn't massive, great quality, but it's entertaining. I think it kind of
Yeah.
it's like Megan, but a monkey,
Yeah.
like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's just one of those films. It's on Paramount Plus. Give it a watch if you like that sort of
I
thing.
mean, that's the reason why Michael gave up Bubbles, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I'm not
Because at
because
some
surprised.
he
Yeah,
point,
got to
that
a
monkey,
yeah,
that chimp would
yeah,
have gone crazy staying in that house. God knows
yeah,
what they
yeah.
do with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Yeah. So go check those out, especially Lioness. If you listeners, if you haven't seen Lioness, please do go check it out. All right. Let's do trailers. And we've got a few on here that we want to get through.
Go
So
Mm.
this
quick.
first
Mm.
one, wow, man! I saw the trailer. I didn't even hear about this. Just watched it very, very recently, just before we came on air. Children of Blood and Bone, and talk about heavy hitters in this movie. Bloody hell,
Mm.
Cynthia Erivo, you've got Chiwetel Ejiofor, you've got Viola Davis, you've got Damson Idris Elba. Bloody hell, man! And then when I was
All
looking at it,
black
I was like,
cast.
yeah, I know, yeah. So are they trying to? And then in my head, I'm thinking they're gonna give Black Panther a run for their money with this, man.
Oh, they will for sure. I mean, this this
Hundred
this
percent.
this story. First of all, this story is about it's fantasy.
Mm,
It's written by an author, Tomi Adeyemi, and it's about a young person in the story who's fighting to restore the lost magic of her oppressed people. There's like a princess, I believe,
Mm.
and it's based in Nigeria. So it's about the people of
mm.
Nigeria from old school, and it's basically yeah. So I think you're gonna see magic and all sorts and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
there's a bit of controversy in this movie
Why?
so
Why?
far because the author Tomi Adeyemi, she's now distanced herself from the film.
Oh, is it?
So the film hasn't even come
So what,
out
have they
yet.
changed it or something, or is it that?
Well,
Because
as
this is
he
supposed to be like the first in the Legacy of the
A trilogy or something.
Orisha trilogy.
yeah, so she's basically long story short is she sold the rights originally. I think it was to was it to who was it to? Was it to Fox? She sold the rights to one studio.
Mm.
The time expired, and then now I think it's Paramount or someone that's got the
Okay.
rights. So now she the film's going to be made. She got exclusivity to write the script, have some sort of input, but she wanted, and in her book, the
Mm.
princess, who in this one is going to be played by Amandla Stenberg, she's meant to be like a dark skinned black person
And
Mm.
they
because
they used a light person.
yeah, so the author herself is dark skinned and she wanted that representation to
Right.
be on
Gotcha.
screen,
Fair enough.
but they
Yeah, I
chose
get that.
someone who isn't, and then that's kind of like she's not happy about it and stuff, and she's now distanced herself. I mean, I've sort of really shortened it, but I'm sure there's other things involved as well. But she's
Someone
really
should have. Someone should have just told her it's Hollywood, baby.
well, she's now distanced herself. She did a video to say, I'm not going to talk about the film anymore. It is what it is.
Oh,
And so now it's just a bit of
that's
controversy
sad.
around that.
I tell you the
Yeah.
reason why. Look, number one, you don't get a lot of movies like this where you
Mm.
have that type of a cast in it. You don't get Hollywood kind of like being like, okay, we're going to chuck in millions. But
Yeah.
also, if the author is her
Yeah.
story
Mm.
who distances herself, it's like it takes a hit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's sad. It's
You
sad.
know, it's
But
sad. Yeah.
yeah, but this is coming out in February 2027, which in America is Black History Month, I think. So
Mm,
it could have the same impact that Black Panther had in 2018
that's what I
that
was
came
thinking.
out in the same month. So I think either way, this will do great at the box office. It's just whether this will damage, the respect and the longevity of the film
Yeah.
going forward.
I
Mm.
mean, yeah, check out that trailer and watch the cast list
Yeah.
in that one. Let's move on. Let's do the Thomas Crown Affair. Now, this for me, fellas, is
Pierce
a
Brosnan.
classic. Piers Brosnan. He was in the original one. Well, not even the original one was from the 1960s. That was stars Steve
Yeah.
McQueen, and then it was Piers Brosnan, which was a good movie. And it makes sense. You kind of update that story about this billionaire who's bored. He's got more money than sense, but what does he go and do? He goes off on, kind of
Cat
hair
burglaries and
raising,
stuff.
like trying to steal paintings and everything, and he's got this kind of thing. So I'm glad that they've kept that story, but it looks like as if this, from the bit of the trailer that I did see, there's some sort of other element that they put in there as well, where he's in a tragic accident or something, from what I got. But yeah, man, Michael B. Jordan, directed by Michael B. Jordan.
Mm.
He's looking slick in this movie.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
going
I
to sell
don't.
a few suits.
I
Trust
wasn't.
me.
I wasn't surprised when I saw him in this one, but you know what? I think it suits the fact that he, we saw the Creed, which was the follow-on from Rocky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now he's like revamping Thomas Crown Affair. I wonder what he's going to do
Mm.
next. Because
Mm.
because wasn't it before like there were some rumors about him wanting to do a Black Superman or something like that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was the rumors were that there was talk about him, like, like he could have played, like they do that inflection point on the character where it's like, okay, let's flip the script, let's make it a personal color, and at that
Mm.
time, who at that age, who's going to be the biggest star to pull that off? It would be someone like him,
Him.
right? Like
Mm.
he's big.
I'm glad they didn't go ahead with that though, because that just seems like it's being forced.
In a way, it
There's other
does. Yeah.
superheroes that he could be.
Yeah, exactly. But no, look, this is a good look on him. We'll see what the movie's like. This is Amazon, so I'm pretty sure it'll be a movie, short cinema release, and then it'll be on
Mm.
streaming or something like that.
Yeah.
So go check that one out. Now, this next one, let's get into this one, Neuromancer, Apple TV. Geez, it reminded
This
me
is
of The
looking
Running
good.
Man. It reminded me of Total Recall.
What was that Keanu Reeves one again, where he jacks into he's like a courier. It reminded me of that one as well.
Not the lawnmower man. That's not it. Was
No.
it?
It was Keanu
Courier.
Reeves. It was in a sci-fi
Oh, Johnny,
Not
one.
Matrix. The
Johnny,
Matrix. Oh, Johnny
No,
Mnemonic.
Johnny
yeah, that's
Mnemonic?
it. Johnny
Yeah.
Mnemonic. Yeah,
With,
yeah.
Yeah. It's got all those elements, but
Mm.
this looks great. It looks decent.
This
Yeah,
is so cool.
this looks it's a series. I thought it was a film, but it's a series.
Oh.
No, it's a
and
10-episode series by
Yeah.
Apple TV, and it's been adapted by from like William Gibson's novel by the same with the same title. Yeah, so it's looking. Yeah, I like it because it's got Chiba. Japan is
Has it got
involved
Sonny?
in.
What has it got? Sonny Chiba?
So this is it's set in Japan, basically. Chiba,
Oh, okay.
a city in Japan, and that's
Oh.
where all the cyberpunk stuff happens.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Check, let Emmanuel's ears pricked up when that came up there, right? That's why. And like, it's got who is the lead actor? I've seen him in a couple of
Callum
things.
Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Callum
He's
Turner.
the one that's going out with the singer, isn't it? What's her name?
I
Dua
think
Lipa.
Were they
Isn't
married
it?
or
I think.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, for sci-fi, man, Apple TV's got you covered.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. They love a bit of sci-fi, don't they?
Yeah. Talking about
They do.
sci-fi, let's talk about this one. This is on Prime. Geez, Blade Runner 2099. So what, is this a TV show?
This one's an 8-episode, 8-episode mini series, and it's basically, I mean, it's direct. What is it? It's a direct sequel from the 1982 and the 2017 Blade Runner. So
Mm.
it's been confirmed about that. And it's
Harrison
basically
Ford going
based
to show
like
up in this?
I don't
Doubt.
think
No, I
so.
don't think so. He shouldn't.
Not
He
unless he's
shouldn't.
in a Zimmer frame or something, or he's like comes as a revitalized replicant. But yeah, this is basically this one. I'm kind of looking forward to this one as well, just
Mm.
because it's like 50 years. This is like supposed to be 50 years after the
The movie.
the movie that was in the original 1982 one, where the replicants are now like the first class citizens and the humans are the second
Mm.
class citizens
Right. Okay. Yeah.
after the war between the replicants in the what is it, Blade Runner 2049. I think
Yeah.
that was the
That was the
last
Ryan
one.
Gosling one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, there was a war after that, and which then made the replicants like overtake the humans.
Yeah.
And it's this mini series is basically portraying it from the replicants' point of view, whether humans are trying to regain the control back, but
Mm.
there's a undertone of like secrecy on top of secrecy. So
Right.
there's a big massive secret that's supposed to be under like revealed.
Mm. I think
Interesting.
this one's led by
Interesting.
Michelle Yeoh and Hunter Schafer,
Yeah.
who Hunter Schafer's in Euphoria and a bunch of other stuff as well. But yeah, it looks interesting. I'll definitely give it a watch. So
Yeah, we'll watch it.
mm,
We'll check this out. Now, this next one, I'm really looking forward to. I haven't seen this trailer on this one, but this is Lanterns. So this is the kind of, like how James Gunn has got the big movies, Supergirls, the
yeah.
Supermans, and and all that stuff. And then obviously he's got the Peacemakers and the other kind of TV stuff. So this is kind of looking at Lanterns, the Green Lantern Corps, with two characters. The most famous ones, Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan. Is it
Mm.
Guy Gardner?
Hal Jordan and John Stewart.
Oh, John Stewart. Yeah, yeah. It's that those versions, and
Mm.
they're on Earth and they're solving a murder mystery. Is it?
Yeah, they're kind of like sheriffs in space kind of thing. They're kind of
Right.
going around and trying to solve stuff and trying to track people down and all that sort of thing. So it kind of seems like a space western a
Mm.
little bit, which
But
is
what? Yeah. What do you
interesting.
make of this? What do you reckon? Do you reckon you
Do you
got
know
high
what?
hopes for this?
This trailer, the last trailer that we just this trailer here is quite long and gives you a bit
Mm.
more. It shows the characters, the dynamic. Carl uh, Carl Chandler's Hal Jordan is more sort of worn in, more lived, more experienced, and Aaron Pierre's John Stewart is the newer one. He's supposed to be taken over from Carl Chandler, and it kind of shows you a bit more of their powers as well, which
Mm.
Yeah.
very interesting. You can literally almost
Manifest.
man it
Right.
exactly. Thank you.
But there's a
So
difference between the two as well. Like the what is it? What's his name?
Aaron Pierre.
Aaron Pierre's like being able to produce uh objects using
Mm.
the lantern. His one is more detailed than the other guys because
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
he comes from an architect's background, so
Ah,
his
better
one's going to be
imagination. You can.
yeah
Okay.
deeper.
Mm.
But then it's because the other guy is supposed to be like
Like war.
seasoned and
Yeah,
worn.
seasoned
Yeah.
and like.
There's supposed to be this like a story between him possibly switching over to the Yellow Lanterns.
Mm. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is coming out on the 16th of August, and it does actually look like one of the best DC
I'm watching this.
projects. Yeah. So this is worth a watch. HBO Max.
Yeah, all right, go check that one out. And listen, finally on our trailers list, let's speak about this. This is Carrie, and I'm assuming this is a remake of the movie or it's a TV show based off of the Stephen King novel, which was famously turned into a movie, Sissy Spacek. So, and then there was a remake as well, I think,
Yeah.
in the 2000s,
Yeah, that's the
starring
one that had Chloe
Chloe.
Chloe Grace Moretz, I think her name
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, tell us about this.
This one is Mike Flanagan. So need I say more? Full
Oh,
stop. We can move on to
there
the
you
next.
go.
But yeah, Mike Flanagan. He's a horror guy. Loves horror series. Kind of like a, could say he's a little bit like a Stephen. What's his name?
Stephen King,
Stephen King kind of kind of
fanboy.
guy. Yeah, definitely. So this one, Again, we get to see Carrie in school. We get to see how people are picking on her. They pretend to be her friend. This is not going to end well for the people that take the piss out of her. Amber
Mm.
Mid Thunder is also in this as well, who we've seen in
Okay.
some really
Pray.
good shows. Seen her in Prey, exactly. So this does look interesting. This is going to be 8 episodes, I believe. Yeah. So this is coming out
Mm.
on Amazon Prime on the 7th of October. So
Okay. So we've got a
interesting.
while.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
Halloweenish time.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Okay. Let's move on, folks. Let's get into anniversary corner. And Deval, at the top of the show, you mentioned the Russo brothers,
Hmm.
and you kind of said about the quality that when they're behind the camera, they managed over the last 10 years to manage to produce a set of movies which are loved by so many people around the world. We've referenced this movie many occasions, and I'm pretty sure, Emmanuel, you've kind of seen this
Hmm.
movie and thought, wow, there's some really classic and great bits in this. But this is
Mm.
Captain America Civil War 10 years ago, which is incredible. 2016. And why, even now to this day, Deval, why is this movie, Emmanuel, why is this movie still up there with a lot of action movies, and why is it
I
there?
think Val wants to speak on this one because this.
Mm,
I mean, all I can say is in this is like Avengers 2.5. Many people said it was that
mm,
the blend of all the characters, the the stakes in that this I guess created the Sokovia Accords. Big things happened in Avengers Age of Ultron and it spilled over to this. There were consequences. This caused the fraction between the teams that led on to the team not being unified when it came to again Avengers Infinity War. We
Mm.
had the introduction of Black Panther. We had the introduction of Spider-Man. I mean,
yes.
this film could have gone wrong in so many ways, but the Russo brothers, they did it. Winter Soldier for me is one of the best Marvel films ever
Mm,
made.
it is.
I still think it is. And then they came out and done Civil War. I mean, come on, man, come on.
Yeah.
So I say to that's why I said at the start of the show to Stefano 96. I mean, look at what the Russos have done. Give them a
Yeah.
bit
Mm.
of faith. Let's see what they can put together. But
The
Captain America Civil War is just wicked.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
and
Yeah,
we no, all I was gonna say was this is Tom Holland. This was his debut
yeah,
as
yeah.
Spider-Man, and it's
And the
great that
ruse.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's great that you chose this movie because leads nicely into that one. But just
Mm,
very briefly, the fight scene with Captain America and Iron Man, and
mm,
when they're in the kind of the cave, kind of sort of cave,
yeah,
and there's the music in the background. I tell you what, man, it is so epic
yeah,
on so many levels. I love this movie.
yeah.
All right,
But
listen,
you know
look,
what? The fight that I even prefer over that, sorry,
go on.
is Cap Winter Soldier on the staircase
Oh
where
yeah.
Winter Soldier's doing his thing. Cap is trying to stop him from hurting the police. The police are there,
Mm,
and that fight is
yeah.
it's wicked.
I know, I know. There's so
Mm,
many good bits. It's like a
yeah.
spy movie. All right, okay. So yeah, and there's a reason why we obviously want to introduce people to that one is because it leads us nicely into this movie, the main movie that we're going to be speaking about. So let's get into this, fellas. This is Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and I remember when the last Spider-Man movie came out, and we were like, "How are they gonna? They should just leave it at that. That's it."
Mm,
Tom
perfect
Holland,
trilogy. Mm,
Tom Holland, he did his 3 movies. They ended it on one of the best highs that you could probably think of. They introduced the 3 Spider-Men in that movie, and Doctor Strange was in that. Benedict Cumberbatch, and there was this great whole story about how he was going to save the day, and we were like, "This is you don't want to top this." Tom Holland went on record to say, "If I'm still doing Spider-Man when I'm in my 30s, something's
mm.
seriously wrong."
Is
And
it?
Really? Come on, man. Hugh Jackman.
right, but seriously, here we are. Here we are now with Tom Holland. He's in his 30s. He's making movies like The Odyssey. He's doing the kind of the highbrow stuff, but he's also. I'm thinking to myself, how much did they pay him for this? For them to say sign on for another. He's not doing one movie. This is another 3 movies that he's doing.
Yeah.
He's getting good money. He's getting because
Yeah.
Sony get good money from Spider-Man. That's why they won't give
Oh,
the rights fully to Disney. I mean, he got paid 3 million for Avengers Endgame, estimated,
which is nothing compared
and
to the
that
rest.
was biggest cast. So this
Mm,
one, he can probably get more money. I reckon a good 10, 12. No, hold on, I'm not talking about. Yeah, probably good. Maybe he might have got 18 million or 15 million for
Yeah,
this, I reckon,
and who
if
knows
not 20.
if he didn't do that deal where takes a chunk out of the profits.
Mm,
He might
mm,
have done
true,
a
true,
Robert Downey
true.
Jr. Who knows? But
Hmm.
listen, look,
Mm.
here we are, 2026. We're 4 years after the events of the last movie. I think it's 4 years. I think it's set in 2028 or something.
Mm, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's set in the late 2020s. And Spider-Man, he's a loner. He's all by himself. He's, living by himself. He's still kind of remembering the events of that previous movie, but he's made this decision, right, guys, where he's like, if I'm going to be Spider-Man, like, I'm gonna have to leave the past behind. I'm gonna have to leave MJ behind. I'm gonna have to leave Ned behind. I have to just concentrate on doing this.
Yeah,
And yeah, the
because he wants
movie's
to keep
about,
everyone safe.
he wants to keep everyone safe, which is the
Yeah.
whole gist of the Superman or superhero trope, right? It's like
Mm.
you keep your identity a secret so that the people that you love are safe and sound, etc., etc. Um, and yeah, the beginning of that movie is him kind of, we see him going off and dealing with different villains, like the villain of the week. He deals with a hand, and you know what? They did a dirty in the trailer. I tell you the reason why they did a dirty in the trailer, because we see the hand, and we're thinking that there's going to be this, like, massive big fight scene
Mm, mm.
like in the beginning, but we do get it, but it's kind of at the
Yeah.
end. But
Yeah.
he deals with a hand off screen. He's got he's dealing with the Scorpion. He's dealing with who's the one with the blonde hair again? And we
Blonde
saw it.
hair.
The villain with the blonde hair.
He was in the
Oh,
suit. Was it
Tombstone.
the
Oh, sorry, Tombstone. Yeah, that
Tombstone?
was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deals with Tombstone, and we've seen Tombstone in the Spider-Man, in the Spider-Verse and
Yeah.
stuff. And obviously, he's a
Yeah.
big kind of like villain from the comics.
And then was it Tarantula or I think it was,
Yeah, Tarantula, I think, is in there as well. So he kind of deals with all these people
and
and
Boomerang. Yeah.
saving the day in New York. New Yorkans, they love him, but
Mm,
there's something missing in his life. There's a gap, and he can't help but keep an eye on his old friends MJ and Ned, and he's constantly looking at the phone. He's, Ned's kind of posting videos on social media, and he follows their lives. And we see Ned and MJ starting university, and then 4 years later they're graduating. So you can see
Mm.
th- in the movie they do this thing where they show the passage of time with the start of university and then the end of university.
mm.
So that's where we're at with Spider-Man. And yeah, I think plot wise, what else have we got on there?
I mean, plot wise, I think when we get to this film, we have to also remember that he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Because where he was left at No Way Home, everyone forgot about him. He lost Aunt
He
May.
had to.
He,
He had to
he
cast that spell.
yeah, he had to. So he's been through a lot. And as you just described, 4 years have gone past. He's been watching his friends, his love of his life from a distance, and he's now immersed. He's thrown himself into his work, which is just Spider Man. Also, we don't actually know how he's earning his money, but anyway, put that to the side.
Oh yeah.
But he's thrown himself into his work. He's working with the police. He seems to be more underground. He's part of the community, but
The
they just
neighborhood,
obviously
yeah.
respect his anonymity. But he's just thrown himself into it. He's now become a
Mm.
man. We met him as a boy in high
Mm,
school 10 years ago. He's a man with the time jump as well. So
Mm.
if you notice, he's bulkier. I noticed a
yes.
lot. His muscles are bulkier. His
Mm.
facials. I mean, he has
And
grown up,
He
and
does
you can
look older.
see the loss in his face. So he's at a point in his career where he is now really taken on that with great power comes great responsibility, and he's got it on his screen, I think. So every day he looks at it, remembers
Mm.
it. So this is a bit of a, I wouldn't say totally weathered, but this is a more experienced Spider Man, an emphasis on
definitely
man.
more experienced. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like he was here when he started, and now like when you see him in this movie, he's like perfected being Spider-Man to a point where the villains that there's a montage where you see him fighting the villains and he just keeps on winning, and
Mm.
it's just like this is like too easy. I mean, there was
Mm.
you know where he's just beating them one after the other, and he just kind of like, are we gonna do this again?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So,
And
but
that's that,
yeah,
and that kind of comes through in the I guess like influence there from the comics and from the cartoons, where he's got that cheekiness about him, where he's dealing with the
Oh
villains.
yeah.
He's like, hey, those quips, those quirky
Mm.
little
yeah.
jokes and stuff like that, and he's like, come on guys, like I've got to get home and like all this sort of stuff. So yeah, that's great. I loved seeing all of that.
But
Um,
I
go on.
think the thing that stands out in this one is, like you were saying, that in like after the last movie where he had to cast a spell for everyone to forget him, he's he's like a people's person, so he's longing for like that, like human interaction.
Yeah,
But
connection.
the human connection, but he's gone to the other extreme, where like he's embracing more of the spider in him. And
Mm.
there's um are we doing any spoilers, or
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
do it,
so
do it.
like he's embracing this the spider within him, where it's making, I don't know, his mutation is getting stronger in
Mm.
terms of the spider side of him. Like there's a scene where he blacks out. I mean, when I say blacks out, not like passes out, but his
Yeah, yeah,
eyes
yeah.
just
His
change.
eyes turn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
The,
that
the only. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and there was that scene with Scorpion where
Oh yeah.
he in
Rage.
fighting him,
Yeah.
he goes into that rage, and then he almost kills the police officer
Mm.
in
Mm.
the car.
Yeah,
I was
Deval,
going
what were you
to
gonna
say, so
say?
my only challenge to that would be that I don't think he embraces the sort of arachnid
The
DNA
rage.
or part of him. I think, because I think similar with the X-Men, when they get
Mm.
to, I don't know, puberty or something, that's
Hmm.
where, also that's not X-Men, sorry, mutants, that's where usually their powers
Trauma.
kind of come out.
Yeah.
Yes, through some sort of trauma or something. And
Mm.
I think it's more the trauma or seeing MJ with another man that
Yeah.
was the straw that broke the camel's back, in which his humanity sort of lost the battle of that tug of war between the spider and the man, and
Yeah,
that's where the spider took over, and
no,
he.
I think it's because he's basically losing himself, because his he like his humanity is being like, when he saves the kid and he goes, "Are you okay, kid?" and then he
Mm,
like goes off, like that's his personality, like.
Mm.
But when he, after the spell, and he's made the decision, like it's best for him to to distance himself, that's where he's not being himself. And so it brings upon like the trauma he's experiencing. That's a feeling of trauma that I got
mm,
from the
Yeah.
movie, where by detaching himself or distancing himself, he even distanced himself from the girl who tried to approach him in the
mm,
apartment.
In the
yeah,
lift or something.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most guys would be like, "Oh yeah, we don't
Oh
live on the
yeah.
same floor."
And
Yeah.
I thought that was just she was like, "Hey, we should go out," or something.
Yeah,
Did she say
yeah,
something? We should go out, and I was
Yeah,
like,
something
"No
like, oh,
way,
we should
man!"
hang out or
Like,
whatever.
yeah,
yeah,
we should hang out and everything. And he's just like, "Nope, nope," and he just and then he
Yeah.
goes up to the floor above, and then
yeah.
Yeah.
so
He
he's
just
got
changes apartments.
he just changes apartments. So he's got all the technology. He's still got like some Tony Stark stuff, and he's got Evie, who's the kind of AI, who's like the version of
That's voiced by Naomi
Jarvis.
Watts, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Naomi Watts voiced that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Mm.
So he's got his version of Jarvis, and they have this interaction and everything, and then we kind of get the introduction. Oh, and there's a funny little bit where we've got to mention this, and this isn't a spoiler because this is in the trailer. This is the Punisher. Frank Castle is in this, and there's a
Just
whole
got
big
to
yeah. There's a whole big thing. Those two, they've known each other. You can
Yeah,
see kind of over the 4 years that and there's a running gag in there where Spider-Man has
Yeah.
saved the Punisher's life,
yeah.
and then there's that was, I thought it wasn't going to
You
work,
owe
but I
me.
thought it, yeah, you owe me, but I thought it was quite good the way that they are, and obviously in my head I'm thinking, how are they going to tone down Frank
Mm.
Castle, because
They
obviously,
found
as
a
we
way.
know, they found a way to tone him down, but I
What?
have to
Yeah.
say, there's one thing where I cracked up in the cinema.
What's that?
There's a scene between the Punisher, Spider-Man, and the Incredible Hulk. And
Oh,
what happens?
he's just going.
Yeah.
It's like, why must he shout as he's firing the bullets?
But you know what I realized? I realized that the Punisher, that's his excitement response,
Yeah,
because even at the end when he's helping Spider-Man escape the hospital, he's doing this,
going
like,
that-
and he's like,
And you can
But you know,
see. Go on.
I was going to say on the Punisher. I mean, John Bernthal. I've seen him in many things, and I can't say he's always a Punisher. But I've noticed when he plays the Punisher, even without opening his mouth, there's a certain that Frank Castle becomes him. His
Yeah.
steps become very jerky. It's like his whole body manifests into the. So it's not just about his actions and his guns. You can actually see his physical transformation, which I noticed for the first time in this film. Do you know what I mean? I think it's quite good.
They made him more kind of like humanistic, like doing the thing at the end, and like
he's doing more the comedic part of it. But to be honest, like when he's seen crying, that's not normal. That's not like out of the norm for him, because he went on his on Punisher, the independent one that he was crying in that one as well. But
I think he does that like with no one else there. Like, this is the first time where he's actually become like friends, like with actual.
But that's why I think there's that bit where he says that Spider-Man says that we're similar, because but the difference between him and Tom is that, and Spider-Man is that Spider-Man is through choice, whereas Punisher isn't out of choice. He's lost his whole family, and all he can do is he just can't help that. He's got this problem where if he sees evil, he just has to terminate.
Exactly. His first reaction is kill.
Extreme prejudice.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's who he is, and I think I like the fact that that's what he was always looking to do, and Spider-Man had to always try and dampen him down, even towards the end, which I won't say what happened, but he was willing to kill to stop the threat.
Yeah.
But Sadie Sink.
Let's speak about.
Come on.
This isn't in the trailer. Let's speak about this. So they have introduced mutants now into. Is this the first time they've introduced mutants properly, or someone from the X-Men?
Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. She said she was a mutant. That's the only other time.
But this is the first time that we're actually seeing. No, Wolverine. Sorry, he was an X-Man. So we've seen Wolverine. So that kind of the other X-Men type
the
of
Marvels.
thing. So this is
the Marvels when she went into that little portal and Beast was there. Do you remember the post-credit scene?
Damn.
That was another multiverse though. So
that was another multiverse
counts.
thing. So we'll see what happens. But so Jean Grey, she's in this. Sadie Sink, just like Deval mentioned. And at first we're thinking, oh my God, she's the villain of the piece. So we're all thinking, oh my God, she's in the way that she's inhabiting people, the way that she's possessing people. So, there's all that stuff going on over there. And Spider-Man has to get to find out who this person is, how she's doing it, and, what she actually wants. And there's the head of the Department of Damage Control, DODC. He's also looking for her as well, and there's this kind of connection going on as well. So is she a villain? Well, you find out that she's not.
Yeah, because like the what is it? She's after her sister. I mean, and I was surprised because I was like, wait, Sarah? I was not aware of a Sarah Gray, and she was and you see in the movie that she's the one who taught her how to do, like, they both had the same powers, but Sarah was supposed to be the stronger one, and that's why she gets picked up, because the DOD she becomes the stronger one after the trauma, but the the DOD turn out to be the villains, because they are the ones who weren't they the ones who
they captured her sister.
Yeah, but prior to this, what was that show with they were mentioned in was it Mr. Captain Marvel? What was the guy who played the black guy who was the actor in the miniseries that we watched, where he's an actor, Power Man.
Okay.
I think they were mentioned in that as well, where they're basically capturing superheroes or people with powers to basically
test them and all that.
Test them, yeah. So in the comics, it's like a connection to the comics as well, where the DOD will eventually basically be the producers of the Sentinels that was in the older X-Men,
Mm,
where they were able to replicate the mutant powers. Was it?
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Trask and all those sorts of people.
There,
yeah,
there-
and
there's a yeah, there's a bit in there where she's looking for this thing called VMAX. Everyone keeps talking about VMAX, and you know what? For the
Mm,
life of me, I thought, oh, it's gonna be another mutant in held up somewhere or
mm,
something.
people thought
I
it was
thought it
going to
was
be
gonna be
Venom.
Vision.
Oh, Vision.
okay.
I
Okay,
thought it might have
yeah.
been Vision, but yeah, Venom seems like as if it could have been something. But yeah, they were like hiding this little thing, and then in the end, it's not what we think it is, and
Mm.
Jean Grey realizes that it's not what she thinks, but then that produces her power start to kind of
It
Yeah.
manifest
elevates her
even more,
power. Yeah,
And
and she has
that's the
mad.
next step. Because remember, she's an Omega level mutant.
Yes,
There's
yes,
yeah,
only not all mutants are Omega level, and once
no,
you're Omega level, you are next level kind of
next
thing.
it's next level
That's
then.
yeah.
something. And also with the Hulk, uh, let me just spoil it.
She
When
broke me.
yeah, she basically Hulk has been able to contain the Hulk. So
Subdued.
Banner
Yeah,
has been able to contain the Hulk. We've seen the Hulk talking and speaking,
inhibitor.
eating dinner in Hulk form. He's
Mm.
got the inhibitor as well. Or something Jean Grey now snaps him back to the pretty much
The
the
rage.
Avengers,
Mm,
Avengers Hulk, where he is even before that, I would say, because now he's even bigger and he's less controllable. So now we're going to get
mm,
Hulk has now devolved, and we're going to get maybe some people are saying this could be the first step of possibly World War Hulk, where
brilliant.
he's just a next
Bring it.
level Hulk that cannot
Uh,
be contained. So
Bring it.
this might have started a whole other sort of pathway
but
Mm,
for him.
but the shock for me was
Mm.
also the additional shock for me was discovering that Spider-Man was the inventor of the inhibitor for
yes.
mutant powers. I was like, oh my gosh,
Okay.
like
Mm.
how, like
How does he make all this stuff in his bedroom?
I
Like,
know.
who's getting the tech, the equipment?
Yeah.
Sometimes anyway, it's a film, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. But listen, look, for me, you're right about what you said, Deval. You said, look, this is a more of a grown up, and he's more grown up. And for me,
Yeah.
this is a grown up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mm.
We didn't have the excitement and the wow
Mm.
of the previous one. We were like, wow. Like, I remember when the three Spider-Men, we saw those three, people were clapping,
Mm.
and f- I really enjoyed this movie, but it's not. They've moved away from that. I think where it's kind of a bit more grown up, and it's kind of a bit of a character piece. The bits where Spider-Man wants to be their friend again, and he goes back to their apartment, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man," and he's still got his mask on and everything. That was great, like seeing
or in the
the
Russian bath.
dynamics. The Russian bar
Yeah.
scene with the
Black
new
Widow
Avengers.
being there, or Belova, whatever her name is now. But
Yeah,
I just think that I don't think we needed that.
we didn't need
I
that.
do like
That
her as
that
a
was
character. I
yeah.
Yeah,
just don't know if she was needed. It was too much.
I
I
think they
think I
probably
think she was
tacked that
needed
on
in the
there.
sense. Yeah, I think she was needed in the sense that he needed information, and she was. I couldn't think of someone else that he could have gone
But
to because
he's
I mean he's
making
good with.
inhibitors in his bedroom. He can find out some stuff. I
Find
mean,
out himself.
do
No,
you know what I mean?
seriously. I think what they wanted to do was they probably just wanted to have that connection with the new Avengers, with what
Yeah,
we got coming
yeah,
on with
yeah,
Doomsday.
yeah,
Yeah,
There's some sort of connection going on.
yeah.
But look, I thought it was. I thought in my head I was probably expecting like what we saw in the previous one, but it's not that.
Mm,
But you know what? I was still pleasantly surprised. There were
mm,
some really, really good bits in there, and like you said, Deval, it's kind of like a grown-up Spider-Man.
mm,
You do get some action scenes there. Like I said before, there's that Hulk scene in there where he goes ballistic. They got to fight the Hulk.
yeah,
Jean Grey introducing the mutants in there as well.
yeah.
The only thing that for me was a bit of a like, oh, really? Is at the end of the movie, how did Ned remember?
Muscle memory.
muscle
So
memory. Yeah.
yeah, I think something in it because he didn't remember
So
straight
that
away.
means
As they were
the
doing the
spell
shake.
was
Oh
So
no,
some
because yeah, it was the muscle memory, but also remember, he got mentioned Peter by
yeah,
Zendaya
yeah.
mentioned Peter
So that
earlier
will
on,
kind
and he
of
was like, "What? Like
yeah,
you know his name?"
yeah.
yeah.
And
So that
then the flowers at the party, he
mm,
remembers the guy because in the cafe he was like, "Oh, you're the flowers guy who was at the party,
Mm,
right?"
yeah,
And then
I
yeah,
just
so
thought it was like if that spell is supposed to be like soup, like
really strong.
and
Yeah,
what I thought was they were going to get Jean Grey
to unlock the
to
memory.
unlock their memories.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
that's
I
I
think that will
thought,
happen next. That will happen at
yeah,
some stage because that she's the only person that can do it. I think once because
yeah,
now her powers have now gone up,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
this is a bit of a film where everyone's leveling up. Hulk has leveled up.
Oh,
Jean Grey's leveled up. Spider Man is
and
so he was robust before, but now
now,
his senses are more in tuned. He's
mm,
stronger. He's uh, now got
Uh,
biological webbing, organic
organic
like
webbing.
webbing. So
Toby Maguire.
he is leveled up, ready for Doomsday or Secret Wars.
Mm,
So that's what I'm saying. Emphasis on the man. He's now a man,
yeah,
and even
Yeah.
yeah,
Zendaya looks older. I mean, they're all growing up. They're
yeah.
getting jobs. Zendaya said something really subtle when they were in the Punisher's house, and
Yeah.
she was helping him with the inhibitor. She was like, "Oh, before I majored in what's it
Aero
Aerodynamics or
engineering.
something.
aerospace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
before I majored in aerospace, I did a bit of biotech.
Biology.
She
Biotech.
said that just
Oscorp.
she's gonna go to
Mm,
a job where she's gonna be involved with stuff.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So
Mm.
yeah,
yeah.
they're putting these little
They're
seeds
setting
out
it all
there.
up,
There's
man. They're setting it.
no need to say that, but she said
Mm.
it.
So I mean, what do you reckon? I enjoyed the movie. Like, I did. I thought, like, the fight scenes,
Mm,
like at the end, he does fight the hand, and there's that whole kind of the wushu
mm.
stuff, the wire fighting and everything, which I thought was
Yeah.
like really interesting.
Mm.
So there's some good bits in there. I enjoyed it. Um, I'd say I probably loved the last movie better
Same,
because of that kind of
same.
the energy in that
Nostalgia and
one and
everything. Yeah,
all of those
just
things.
yeah.
But yeah, for me, it was a decent Spider-Man movie, but it's not the kind of what we were probably expecting. Maybe
Mm.
It wasn't back to form. Do you reckon? You don't think it was back to form?
it's a different kind of Spider-Man for a
Yeah.
different
Mm.
year.
I think it's still very good. I
Yeah.
agree. It's not a shit film at all.
No.
I
Yeah.
think it's very good. I just don't think it's as good as the third one because the third one
Yeah.
for me made a perfect trilogy. Now
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
got to take another one, but I don't think it was better. It was not worse. It's hard to really. I've seen it twice now,
Have
and
Yeah.
you? I'm gonna watch it again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
very. It's
I
a
want
good
to watch it
film.
again as well.
It's a grown-up film. He's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
man. He's a man. So
But I think that's probably the distinguishing difference from what you're
mm,
saying about the last one is that it would have been a perfect trilogy, but
mm,
then after that, you can't have made it a a a a, a, a quadrilogy
yeah,
with a fourth one.
yeah.
You had to
There'll be
change it
another.
up, and you had to change
Oh
it up. You
yeah.
had to age,
He signed up for.
Mm,
you aged them up
there'll be
without having to
another.
age them up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%,
So
100%.
nah,
Now,
definitely good film.
finally, before we kind of
Mm,
like wrap up, I just want to quickly say this. At the end, obviously, as is usual with Marvel movies,
Bonus.
mm.
there is a end credit scene, and I was like, okay, I'm staying, I'm waiting, and we got this shitty little thing, this little teaser.
Spidey tracker.
It's yeah, exactly, Spidey tracker thing. So which is kind of showing to us that he's gone off world.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Secret Wars. That's Battle World.
That is,
People are saying, yeah.
yeah.
So he
Yeah.
might not be in Doomsday. People are saying he might
But
not be in Doomsday.
Mm.
yeah, but there's also, I mean, there's also that it could be two. So it could be because there was a little glitch
Mm,
Mm.
in that last that bonus scene because it was
yeah.
like you see him in Earth and then like tries tries to pan out. It
Mm,
pans out and then it glitches and then points to space. So what they're saying is
Mm.
that glitch could be a multi-unit, like
mm,
another universe. So
yeah.
that's why it's picked him up. But then also going back to what you mentioned about how did was it thingy remember that it was
Ned.
Spider-Man, Ned, is that there's another rumor that basically he might have magical powers because he did
Oh,
that
because remember the
portal
Doctor
ring?
thingy.
Strange.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
the Doctor Strange. So
Mm,
yeah.
Oh, interesting, interesting. But obviously, yeah. So I guess for Marvel right now, MCU, it's got less is more. Obviously it's a very small little teaser, so
Mm.
they want to open it up, and they're setting the scene for December. So we've still got some time, away left. That's just 2 movies in 1 year, guys. Spider-Man and Doomsday, and then
yeah.
obviously next year and TV shows and whatever we're going to get. But I think for now, less is more for
Mm-hmm.
Marvel.
Mm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
there you have it. Sorry, Emmanuel, what did you? I mean, where does it rank with you?
I mean, I give it a 3.5, 4. Yeah, yeah,
Out of
out of
five.
5. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
because imagine if he was imagine if he said 10. Like, I was like, oh boy, this guy didn't like it.
No, no, I enjoyed it. Like, yeah, Punisher
Yeah,
was hilarious, but it was
mm,
just, like,
it
it
was
was,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's decent. It is, and look, I'd be happy to watch it again because there's going to be things in there which I'll just notice the second time around.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, and then just finally, apparently this was filmed in the X format.
What's that?
What does that mean?
So we've got IMAX 70
Mm.
mil, and we've got this new format. Apparently, it was specifically built for this X format, which apparently is a wraparound. You know, you get some cinema screens where they come
Oh, the sides
around
and all that.
the
Oh,
sides.
How many
pissing.
screens,
Yeah.
how many cinemas have got that? That
Well,
Not,
screen?
not
here
many.
none.
I mean, the only one I can think of is Waterloo IMAX, but that in terms of it wrapping like that,
Not
but not
many.
to like
Not many. I
the
think it's. I think in the
180.
UK, I
Like,
think there's like maybe about 20 in the UK. I think.
oh
Mm.
come on, man.
Yeah,
Well, the
yeah,
web slinging. I think for the web slinging was actually quite good on this. Quite a lot of web slinging. So maybe
yeah.
they've thought about that
Yeah.
because there's a lot of
Maybe,
web
maybe,
slinging.
maybe. All
Mm.
right. Well, listen, look, folks, that is it. That is the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed it. If you watch the movie, and you know what, leave us a review, tag us at the Flicksters on all the social media outlets, and
Mm.
yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace out.